We recently did a video on should I claim Social Security early? We'll link to that video up here if you haven't seen it. But we've received some additional questions about this earnings test, and we wanted to spend a little more time delving into this. Earnings test really applies to folks who are looking to claim Social Security early at age 62 up to and including the year of their full retirement age. For many people now, that is 67, or if you were born before 1960, that's 66 plus a few months. But the question always comes up, like, what if I make too much money? Will Social Security claw some of this money back? Yes, they will. To shed a little more light on this, we've been asked, hey, what kind of things are included in this earnings test? So I wanted to make this video so we could walk through a little more detail on this. Are distributions from a 401k or an IRA, are those considered part of your earnings test? Are they part of your earnings? The answer is no. 401k and IRA distributions don't count toward the Social Security earnings test. The earnings test administered by Social Security Administration applies only to earning income. It's got to be earned income. This is money that's subject to FICA taxes. That's one example. So compensation like W-2 income, that is definitely going to be included in the earnings test. If you're self-employed, net earnings from your self-employment are going to be included in the earnings test. The work that you do that's subject to FICA payroll taxes is the shortcut to know whether it's going to be included in the Social Security earnings test or not. So what kind of things don't kill when it comes to the earnings test? Well, as we already mentioned, 401k distributions, IRA distributions, Roth IRA withdrawals, not included in the earnings test. You paid tax on that money on the way in, and if you do it right, you're going to be taking money out of a Roth IRA without any taxes. Not included in the earnings test. What else? Pension income, annuity payments, capital gains, dividends, interest that you earn on investments. These are not going to be included in the earnings test. What about rental income? Suppose you own the house next door and you collect rent on a monthly basis, not included in the earnings test. Unless you materially participate in rentals as self-employment income, this is probably not going to be included in the earnings test, but your tax preparer will have the final say when it comes to things like this. Also, we're talking about IRAs and 401ks, required minimum distributions, which we did several videos on. Required minimum distributions, not included in the earnings test. So if say you're 62 years old or 63 years old, and you withdrew money from your 401k or your IRA, but you have zero earned income, you're probably going to be all right. Again, not tax advice, not legal advice, but these are the type of questions that we're asked all the time. So if you've got questions about this, make sure you're talking with your financial planner about things like, hey, is this income going to be subject to the earnings test for Social Security? It's important.